classic from Bally. Look at this. A Star Trek Next Generation with some new stuff we haven't done before, but this isn't the highlight this time. Gentlemen, you are about to see a most unusual Bally Blackwater 100. A most unusual machine because this one has had a lot of upgrades, including brand new side art on the whole cabinet. Now you're thinking, wait a minute, nobody made side art for that. Well, they didn't. So we commissioned the fellow to make it for us. Let's start by showing you what this thing looked like when we started on it. I wanted to show you, we've started on a very amazing restoration of Blackwater 100. We are busy on this. Look, this is going to be the topper. And it's going to move. We are going to wire in. This is going to actually move and operate on this machine. We're still working. This is a work in progress, but I thought you should see it. Now, see this side art? Dingy, ugly, crappy. As a matter of fact, the artwork is missing on this side. Over this side. It is gone. I have good news for you. Joe is going to recreate the side art. A special order for us, and then he is going to offer it for sale. So we are going to take the metals off the side and take some high-res pictures. He's going to have to clean up the art. You can see the colors have all faded, but not for long. So this is going to our friend in Canada, different one, Norman. He got our FLINTSTONES pinball that we fixed up for him, and a Viper. He's the one we made the custom toppers for. We're working on a brand new custom topper. It came in a box. Actually, it was 240 volts. The Thunderbolt came from overseas, and we're working on it. Now, Joe is fixing the cabinet, aren't we, sir?
Yes, we are.
The original side art is still stuck tight, but not for long, right, Joseph?
No.
That side's been repaired. What did you notice, Joe, about this?
I think, and I could be wrong, but trying to pull this off, I don't believe this was. I don't believe this is a decal. I believe this was silkscreen onto the panel. Because
really?
When I removed this, this is a completely different feeling.
It came right off.
Yeah, and no matter where I tried.
And look, you can still sort of see Blackwater 100 written there. All right, let's see now, Joseph. It's about time, young man. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful color. Oh, Joe, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a big difference.
See the other side before I put it.
Good. Here, look. Look at the colors. That's bright. Yeah. Here. Now, wait a minute. Now, see this man right here, he spent how many hours?
20 plus. 20 plus hours.
20 plus. Now, Joe's going to have these available. This set, so you can, right here, you can contact him because he's only going to make a few runs of them.
Yes.
But he will be happy.
And we can do it in gloss or laminate. In this particular situation, we have high gloss.
I told him high gloss.
But we can do either one. Some people prefer whatever.
Now, high gloss, because this game is going to be a showpiece. See, Norman?
We should have got this. We could have did the back last too.
See, Norman? Well, that's going to light up really nice. I've actually ordered special LEDs for the back.
Nice.
So we've already experimented, so we know what we want to do back here. And when we're done with this thing, This would be the only one on planet
so
Earth.
much more is because I couldn't take the same image on both sides
Right.
because of the angle of the table.
Yes, he had to actually cut a different piece because even though the artwork is identical, it extends on one side, it's lower. See how funny the cabinet is? The cabinet has a funny shape. It's sort of like you.
Yeah, a little funny shape.
Just kidding. Don't you wish he goes to the gym every day? Don't you?
Like, not like I should, most of the time.
I hate people that go to the gym. Wow, what a difference. But let's go over all the mods that were put on here. Our customer sent these all to us, most of them, and we had our Ace Tech install them, who I just so happen can summon right now. Watch.
So I'm an Ace
Magic.
Tech now, huh?
On paper,
I
but not
know.
the green
Where's my-
paper either.
Oh, no extra money for that, huh? Clunk.
Well, why don't you tell, first of all, hours and hours. Am I right?
Hours and hours and hours.
And then we got more mods that he sent, and we had to take everything apart again. Hours and hours and hours. Go ahead. I'm gonna let Tony show.
Lots. I can start here with the lighted buttons, of course.
Wait a minute, they're lightomatics.
Yes.
I think I'll let Tony do it. Be quiet.
But Tony, you put 2 in.
Yes, the 2 in there. The customer actually tried to light them himself, but with these, what you have to do is you have to drill out the inside so that it actually shines through. They're very dull, so when I took them out, rewired them, and drilled out the holes, made them nice and bright.
See how bright they are. Yes.
Coming on to the play field here, behind all the targets, we have lights here, lights here, and even lights there.
Cleverly color coordinated.
Color coordinated, so they go on there. Throughout the play field here, the customer sent these rope lights, little neons, so I ran it in here to try to light that up a little bit. You also have one down here to light that up a little bit. You got the ones on top here and here.
And these will show up better when we have the light.
Yeah, when the
overhead
lights are off. There's even a couple that I ran underneath here,
Yes,
thinking
there's
that it would go,
green.
so you would have green that
There
lines
is some green
going under there
underneath
as well.
there. Yes. Very nice. Oh my gosh.
Yes. After that, we added a couple new figures, a couple of these guys here that he sent. So they're motorcycles, and I tied in lights to shine on them there and there.
And they're tied in right here.
Yes, this
So
one.
when the hill climb was flashing, that light will flash and indicate that this is the guy that has to go.
Yep.
And the
And then
same
on the
is
other
true
side
here.
here with the Highway 93. So that's
This is
the flash
Highway
alarm.
93.
Go
When
that
that
way.
flashes, this light will flash and light the cycle.
I also highlighted the holes. If you don't shine too much, because there's not much, but with a bendy, put it through there and tied it into the hold. So when the hold flashes, it shows you the hole. And then the same one back here. I did blue back here and green in here.
That's a terrific mod, Tony. When I was playing it earlier, as you'll soon see, it really makes the hole shine real bright so you know exactly where to shoot for.
Yeah, instead of just the regular hole with an arrow, it actually shines right through there.
They're going to love that when they see that.
Back down here, added the blue lights underneath the post to actually light the posts up individually. Again, that was sent by the customer. So we lit them up so that actually shines through. And I think that looks real nice with the clear posts. Moving up to the head, as you can see, the rope lights going all throughout.
The customer specifically said, I don't want that light bulb in there. You know, the Blackwater was lit originally with just a plain bulb.
Yes, so we have the rope lights all over the place. They do color change. There's also a remote, so if he wants to lock in just one color, he can. Otherwise, they will do this, which I think gives it actually a pretty neat effect. But it's sticky on one side, but I did run these cable ties here all around. So they always have somewhere to hold, so they won't just go falling apart. And you can still get the boards out. We have taken the boards out, so you do have room in and around.
You're flexible
be
to
able
remove the boards. That's right.
Get the boards out. After that, moving up even more, that big guy up there was sent again by the customer. You can see the lights flashing.
So there's
I have
actually flash lamps
I have flash
here.
lamps under it. I have a rope light under it. I have a flash lamp on it
For
that
the
flashes
headlight,
for the
too.
headlight. So all of that is tied in and will flash and light and make it beautiful.
But of course, the
And
neatest
then the
effect.
final thing, and you will see in gameplay, this actually works. The back wheel will spin every time you hit this flipper. So whenever you're hitting the flipper, you always have, through the game, you have the sound of the revving engine. So now when you do that, this will actually spin as well. So when we do the gameplay, where Todd will take his time doing that, whenever you use that flipper, that will spin, and it actually works. So.
That's really sharp. Now look, Tony also very cleverly put plugs in. So
this
all
does
this can be
unbolt.
disconnected.
Yep, you can unbolt it and disconnect
unplug
it and unplug and take the whole thing off, which we will probably do for shipping.
I
And
also
then
noticed
it'll be able to put
you
back
did
on.
that under the playfield
Yes,
too.
every mod that I made has connectors. So if at any point he does not like them, or if he wants to get back to a regular standard, if maybe he sells it down the road and that person doesn't like it, they can all be unplugged and taken off. You don't have to worry about them.
Now the other things we had to do, this power supply had to be added, and this runs.
A 12 volt. You had to have a 12 volt, which runs the back here and all these lights.
All the
'Cause
neon
everything had
was
to be
12
all the
volts.
neons and that, because basically this normally has a battery pack in it, and that battery pack had AA batteries in it. So instead of always having to change them, we put 12 volt power supply,
more than-
ran it directly.
There's a bunch of double
And
A.
yeah, double it, and that way it stays lit hot when the game's on, and that way it'll work when you do here.
Now here's where the bulb used to be, so they had to renegotiate some room to fit everything in.
Yes.
Now the soundboard here, this is the standard soundboard they used at the time, and we've also taken out the capacitor that causes the soundboard to have static on it. Over here, Tony put in, actually probably Frank
thank
did.
you.
Frank put in the lithium battery so the customer can change that. He can buy that battery anywhere. And we have a new capacitor and a power supply.
And then also he sent the new speakers.
Oh,
Remember, he
yeah,
put the
yes.
speaker up here to replace the speaker here and the big old subwoofer in the
Yes,
box.
he has
So
sent
you got-
3 Pinball Pro speakers. So one new one is added that goes up to the ceiling. Hopefully you'll have an 8-foot ceiling. You really can't hear it as well, but an 8-foot ceiling that'll reflect. The standard one right behind the grill and
the
a
big old
big
subwoofer.
woofer. Actually, Tony, can you show what you did underneath? I mean, it's so nice looking down there. You can also show them the control that operates the motorbike. Now, when you lift this up, you have to be careful because of all the extra stuff. So our customer who's watching this now, he's in Canada, and he is very excited about getting his game. He's been waiting and waiting.
You can see the extra neons. It actually, you can. This is what it better will look like when the lights are off. Shines pretty much brighter. This is the big old subwoofer speaker that he sent, all hooked up. And then over here, you will notice this is the actual controller that normally powers the bike when you're just playing that toy. So in order to make this all work, I put a little platter coil, bent the arm here, which will actually push this down and it makes it run. You can hear it right there. So as soon as you hit the button, it'll push that down, which actually makes that spin. So that's tied in to the flipper here. And again, has a connector, so if they don't like it,
Right.
you can do that.
You can disconnect it.
Exactly. So every time you hit it, this thing goes down and just boom, boom, boom. It makes a nice flipper. So you
every-
can hold it or you can tap it.
And notice Tony has made everything nice and neat with the wire ties.
Yes, everything tied back.
You also rebuilt all the flippers.
Of
You
course.
had all the end of stroke switches were shot, the left and right. These here, everything. These get really worn out. They get so much play. The game was popular wherever people put it. You know, it wasn't the biggest hit that Bally hoped it would be, but the game was popular. And in this case, there's 5 flippers, right, Tony?
Yes, there's the 4, 1, 2 here, 2 here, and then the one on the very top.
And Frank, the transformers. Can you swing around and look in the back, Frank? I'll hold this.
Yeah.
Tony.
I'll get out of here.
Those are the transformers that operate the rope lights, the neons. You will see how effective they are when the lights are on. Yeah, you really can't get over how beautiful this is. And this is this is the controller to change the rope lights, should the customer choose to program a specific color. And the instruction book conveniently in every possible language, I think. Very nice. Tony, what a beautiful game you did. Fortunately, Bally Midway did put this thing in here so you could support this play field. This play field is a monster. And you watched our other Blackwater 100 video to see how difficult, but God, Tony, this is just beautiful.
Thank you.
It's really nice.
I hope he loves it.
Hours and hours and hours. And oh, and you topped it off with
You got the orange tea.
Orange tea
with
molding.
the new.
yes, they saw earlier. Joe put in a new cider just for him. This machine, by the way, was purchased in the United States and shipped to us by another man that had done some mods to it. Little things. He had the real dim LEDs in here, and he had done a couple things. Like he had lit the cabinet buttons, but they were very dim.
But you can, if you can actually show the inside, you can see it
Oh,
has
yeah,
to be drilled. Got to drill it out so that the bendy actually shines in the hole, which really makes it bright. If you just try to light it from behind, it's never bright enough.
Yeah,
So,
and
drilling
it
the hole
wasn't.
works.
It looked, you know, it certainly looked better than regular lighting, but nothing like this, Tony. Nothing like this. And I also see, lastly, that you did color coordinate as much as possible.
Yeah, with
under
the
the mountains.
with these plastics don't show very well, but you do end up.
Well, when
seeing
we
a
turn
bit.
the lights off, see,
It'll
everybody's
shine
waiting.
through, yeah.
Everybody's waiting for us to turn those lights off, and you will see how beautiful this is. Well, I think it's time for me to send. Notice he has his coat on. He wants to go home.
Yes.
So let me get rid of him. Gone. Frank's shaking his head. Frank, I do magic like that. I do magic. I have to do some magic. Actually, I didn't really make Tony disappear.
No, he's right over here.
No, he's over here. He wants to punch out there.
I'd love to.
Well, you know, it's Wednesday, and technically on Wednesdays we're supposed to leave early.
All right, see you.
This guy. Oh, anyway, we're gonna go into gameplay. As soon as we get rid of as soon as Wallace leaves, we're gonna turn off all the overhead lights.
Well, I can leave now.
He's getting a Mr. Do ready. Look.
I can leave right now.
No, you can't. This Mr. Guy is screaming to get this Mr. Do.
You don't have to wait till I leave the thing like that. You can do it now, and I can go now. But snap your fingers and I'll disappear.
No finger snapping. He's got to finish painting.
Wait,
This
wait,
guy is having a
wait.
stroke.
Got rid of him.
Hey, I'm not
Let's get
here.
rid of Todd for
I'm
you.
not here. You snap your fingers and I'll disappear.
You didn't. He disappeared.
Something wrong here.
Something wrong.
Okay. Don't lean up against my
Can I
game,
come back
son.
now?
No.
The guy is waiting for this Mr. Do. And this used to be, this was a rockola. It was either an eyes, a jump bug, or a nibbler at one point. We did not convert it. God, I wish it was still a, that's the big giant rockola power supply. We haven't upgraded this yet. Oh my God, look how dirty it is. So we still have to rebeat this. No, of course.
To rebeat it?
We have to what did I say?
Rebeat it.
Rebeat it. No. Oh no, another person. Where's that Tony?
That's me.
It's going to be me right behind him in a minute.
About it.
Anyway, now we're going to go into gameplay of Blackwater. Well, we moved it in here where it would be quieter. They're working back there. Before we start the actual gameplay, to show you how neat this looks, Andrew from Kentucky watches with his twin brother and his dad. They are now new fans of TNT, and they love their pinball machines that they have. So we're glad you're watching. I think we're ready for gameplay, Frank. So cleverly, we'll turn off the lights so you can see how dynamic this thing looks. Look at this. You can see the rope lighting. Customer sent us here on the sides, the orange. And there's a strip of green in here. You can see that glowing. And Tony used one more piece of orange rope lighting to go up the side here. And he has one extra piece underneath here. A little harder to see, it's more subtle, but there it is. Brilliant. Beautiful. Doesn't that look great? See how our bike lights up with just the GI lighting. Okay, once again, the customer will be able to use the little remote to select different colors if he just wants one color. So there's a flash, I guess there's different things. So that's all green. Okay, green and blue, whatever. Good. Looks good, doesn't it, Frank? Mm-hmm. Anyway. You know what? I'll have to put it all on all color. Good. Anyway, we are ready, Frank. I think we're ready to start. Now, beginning. The rider one up. We load our 3 balls. 1, 2, and 3. You know what? That fired a bit. It's already down the side. Uh-oh. I didn't get up here. I did hit the eye and rain. Oh, I just lost. Okay. Oh, Frank, God. 3 balls gone. At least I got up a little on the top. Now, I want to show you something. The game will, because I did the downhill already, it's already spotted that. The cliffhangers now. Nope. We're not level here. We are not level. Now, I'm going to hold that ball there while I play this one. Now I know that the ball's going to come out when it starts to pulse. Now watch. This will pulse. Here it comes. You see our butt swirling early. Whenever I hit the left one. I got the hill climb, so that's lit. Now watch, if I move my light around, here's Highway 93, see them flashing? So I have to go up here, hit that switch, and then there's my These lights stay on solid after I get it. Now, see my cliffhanger up top is flashing? Okay, but let's move it down to the swamp, because I want to get the swamp. I'm going to get credit for that. And one final. This is, of course, the hardest one to do. It's in direct line to all the lights. Now look, I only need 1 more for the bog. Cliffhanger, I need all 3. Rocks. No, cliffhanger's actually behind here. I forgot that. Cliffhanger's right here. God, I almost see. Watch. I go around there. That's the cliffhanger, and the rock switch is here. Now I have that. I only have 1 left, Frank. 1 left, and then you know what happens when you do that? You finish the lap. Now, the special, right here. It's worth $1 million. I go into the hole, and I get my special. Now, finish it, I gotta do this. There we go, I did it, Frank. Weren't I great?
Aye.
It's just great playing. I'm full of great playing.
When's it great that's going to start?
Alright, see my holes flashing right there? So, hopefully I can get one going right up in there. I need to lock at least 1 ball up. I just lost one. I got them on the second one. Crap. See, when you get all 3 balls, you can actually lock 2 of the 3 balls right up in the holes, and then you're playing single ball, which is really, really helpful. Heat 3. Now we're going to do one extra heat. An extra heat is actually 2 more sessions. Okay? You do not get 3 more chances, just 2 more. But that's the price you pay to be able to keep your same score and your same level. There's 1 ball locked up. How's that, Frank, for greatness? Really?
No.
Now look at my green holes flashing. Here. Oh, crap. Now, interestingly, if I were to go into this hole here, that one up there will kick out. So I can go back and forth between the two holes. Let's see if I can get it. Ah, yes, here it comes. The main hole is out. Now, what I want to do is I want to move. Now notice I moved my button on the side so my hill climb's lit. So I really want to go up that hill climb. Did it. I did it, Frank. And now I'm 2-ball. You can almost think of this as instant 2-ball multi-ball. Down the toilet, Frank. Am I doing good, Frank?
No.
I'm in heat 4. Alright, let's do the hill climb. So I got my hill climb lit.
It's Highway 93.
Or Highway 93, I mean. I jumped over it. Oh my gosh, Frank. I jumped over the darn thing. That's not fair, because I did officially hit it. I'm going to call Bally. Register a complaint. Frank, you can't keep insulting me. I guess you can. Yes, you can. Okay, our last shot now, guys. This is it. Hear the phone ringing merrily away. No, I got one locked. I got 2 balls locked up, Frank.
Purely by accident.
Purely by accident. It was skill, Frank. Pure skill. Now I'm 2-ball multi. Oh, that didn't last long. Frank. This is it. That's it. Not good. Oh, that's a pretty good score with the glass off. Isn't this nice? And Norman is going to be getting this machine next week. Yep, he's been waiting a while. I'm going to have to make a video showing how to take it apart and lift stuff out just for him, so when he gets it there'll be no confusion, because with all this extra wiring and stuff we have to make sure nothing breaks. But anyway, do you hear that music? Yes, it's time